Gamer. You all know what time it is. That's right. It's gamer time. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Zach, it's 3:40 a.m. What the fuck are you doing going live? I was busy all day. Saturday. Not busy doing anything important. Busy, just watching a bunch of shows. Slowly but surely getting caught up on the mountain of shows that me and my cousin watch. And he's been out of town for a couple months, so they've just been building, growing. And I was finally catching up. But we are going to beat this game. This stream. Mark my words. Mark them. Put them in the calendar. Or your little notebook. We're beating game. Night. / this morning, depending on your time zone. Anyway. Let's get into it. Atomic Heart. This is a video game that Twitter apparently hates. But I feel like Twitter hates every single Game Pass game. Like, am I the only one that gets that impression?
Authorization. Major Nichayev.
Takes so long to charge this up compared to the fucking Fox one. Holy. Alright, there's a lot of mutants here.
So, what will it be, Major?
Let's swap our shit over to anti-personnel. We're going anti-personnel on bitch. Honestly, Dominator probably gonna do nothing. Whatever, we'll keep it. These guys are all like resistant to it. Oh, dude, he hit me with the jukes, did he? Oh, he didn't that time. But, you know. Oh! Calculated. let's open this up. Oh, sorry, dude. Just give me a sec to puzzle it up. Easiest puzzle in my life. Oh! I was doing the cool cinematic pan shot. Sorry, bitch. Oh, fucking hell. Music is going hard.
Get over here.
Put right over my head. Well, that was the fun part. Now we're gonna have to sit through the unfun part, which is looting all these bodies. And boy, oh boy, is there a lot of bodies to loot. Really went through a lot of ammo there. None of these melee weapons have been as good as the fox. That's for sure. A fox was great because you could charge up the right click so fast and it one-shot like a lot of enemies. Not all enemies, but a ton of them. I don't know what that's going. Did it start despawning shit? Because there should be like way more stuff, is there? Didn't I kill way more dudes? Felt like I was killing just an absurd amount of guys. I'm not the biggest fan of this melee weapon.
Authorization. Major Nichayev.
Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, I do not particularly vibe with this weapon. The only one I haven't tried now is this Zvezdochka. Thing looks wacky. About as slow as the last one. That's painfully slow.
Authorization. Major Ni-
Basic blade. Unique neuropolymeric component. Briefly increases the body's overall reflexes when taking damage, boosting the strength of your blows. Increases damage, increases charge damage. Increases energy bonus, increases attack speed. Increases damage when at full health. Attack speed. Charge damage, energy bonus. Accumulates energy faster when health is full. Powerful upward blow that lifts weaker enemies into the air. Restores energy. Can't be knocked down. Reduces enemy knockdown time. Enemy knockdown starts sooner. Fires circular blades along an algebraic trajectory. Increases charge damage. Reduces the energy consumption. Can't be knocked down. Restores health for every kill. So this is kind of like the Pashtet. Pashtet one. I'm just gonna go with the normal. Alright. Oh, that's way faster. This is still very slow. But we'll see how much damage it does.
Saving data.
Oh, that one shots. Your rucksack is overloaded. That it? What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, the sorting was being wacky, I guess. Six heals, 20. Oh yeah, I actually need to grab more AR. We'll probably find something. Fingers crossed. Will be mighty awkward if we don't. I'm kind of the point where everything's maxed out, so I don't even really need to like excessively loot anymore, you know? That's where I came out, I think. I also want to swap from the gel. Let's swap from the gel. I'm trying to try everything in the game.
Authorization.
So, we're gonna swap from the cummies. Swap from the cummies. We're gonna swap over to this. The cold cummies. Upgrades increasing range. Okay. Apparently the one where you kill them and they drop extra loot is bugged. At least it was on police. Bloodstream instead. I don't really like that. Targets receive additional damage when the freeze effect ends. Receive increased loot. So yeah, this is the one that doesn't work apparently. Increases cooldown. Increases level output. Fires longer. Neutralizes incoming fire damage. Freeze enemies more quickly. Allows you to spray in a cone-shaped area. Increasing freeze duration. Deals damage to frozen enemies every second. Oh. Freeze your enemies to slow them down for a while. Frozen enemy only takes a portion of the damage from your attacks and thaws out more quickly with each hit it takes. Oh, so they do take less damage. It seemed like that when I froze my first enemy. It certainly did give me that vibe that he was taking less. But I just wasn't sure. Car was just bad. I hate it when they do that to mess with you, dude. They'll have like one piece something on the ground that you cannot grab. What is this? Why is it glowy? Oh, I need a password for that. We now have to keep an eye out for. Jaboopy. Mamacita. Hello. Yeah, this weapon seems very strong. Loki has said that this weapon is like super strong. Like once you get the shotgun fully maxed out and you get the
It never ends. Death everywhere. Nothing but death. The launch can't happen. It can't. I'd rather be nowhere. I'm never getting out of here. I don't want to become nothing. The polymers aren't what you think. They're not for what you think is right. Collective doesn't exist. The thing that exists isn't collective. What the? No, get out of here! You stupid dog! I don't want you to put their poison in me!
Damn. Okay. Oh, I forgot to send out the alert. I'm such a good streamer. Such a good streamer. Maybe I can follow the blood. Maybe I could follow the blood. And it would take me. Hey, what are you doing? You're supposed to be dead, Billy. Deleted. Well, that's nice. I need more fucking AR around. It just keeps picking up shit that's not AR around. This is definitely one of the annoying things about the game, is like shit going into your inventory when you don't want it. Oh, okay. Just put it back here.
So, what will it be?
Tell me, Comrade Major, based on your professional and personal experience, would our civilian robots in combat mode really be able to complete the Atomic Heart project?
Yeah, they could do it no problem. If there were plenty of bots at all the military bases, headquarters, and launch sites, and nobody expected them to attack, they could take the American military by surprise. Just like they did to the soldiers here.
What a shame. The world just recovered from a war, and now there will be another.
Well, it's not really so bad if you think about it.
What do you mean, Comrade Major?
If Comrade Sechenov and the Politburo want to take over the US and even the whole world, they won't fight regular people.
But civilians do perish during combat operations. You know all about that.
If the robots are programmed not to kill civilians, they won't attack civilians. You're a robot, Charles. You should know all about that.
I'm a robot? In a sense, I suppose you're right. A robotic glove.
What? Neuropolymer gloves won't take orders from Collective?
It depends on the glove. Some will, and some will only be able to obey their carriers. I digress. Civilian robots will receive the order to activate combat mode from Collective, and whoever sets Collective's policies will easily be able to order them to kill anyone at all, including civilians.
Why would they kill civvies? They're regular workers, farmers, scientists. Shit. So that's what they want the rings for.
And what's that?
You can take your thought device off and disconnect from Collective, but a bot can't, can it? That means your own robot housekeeper will drag your ass back into Collective at the drop of a hat. They want the rings to put on their own robots, so they'll only listen to them.
Correct.
That's interesting. Wait, nothing down here? I'll just let you come down here. Whoop. Weird. Let's try some ice. Oh, you're not frozen. There we go. Ah, I'm stuck. Fuck.
What are you talking at?
Bonk. Ow. Shield is so good. It almost seems like they patched it. I just killed that that frozen dude. Got loot. Dude, like you have to go in here and be like, no, I don't want the fucking PM ammo or the shoddy. And you have to just do this like all the time to make sure you're not getting shit for weapons that you're not using. If you don't have the weapon on, it should just put it into your storage. Like, that would make way more sense. Like, am I crazy or something? I feel like I'm crazy. Fuck did that just do? Is it changing this thing? Oh, it's filled with water. Ah. a dude. Chick? They are. Ew. Alright, let's test this. We freeze them. Boom. He's completely frozen now. Alright. I break him. Yeah, they fix it. They have loot now. One sec. How do you add block freezes onto which? Oh, here we go. Go. Doge. What else do we have? Alright, this dude commented the blah 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 blah. Promotion. Uh there we go. Now hopefully I won't have to deal with the cringe. The fucking cringe. Wow, oh boy, do I have a deal for you.
Oh shit. What's capable of this kind of brutality? This poor lady.
You are expressing sympathy for a corpse, Major.
It's a woman's mutilated body. You had sympathy for people just a little while ago.
This person is dead, Comrade Major. Make sure your weakness for women doesn't come back to bite your ass later.
Something's definitely wrong with you, Charles. I'm gonna ask Sechenov to calibrate you.
Gotta eat this. Should be able to open that door now, I'm guessing. A lot of these bad guys. Hopefully they're not all going to come alive and try to murder me. could be about? I need to find a way to the lab. In the lab.
This is truly a magical land filled with strange visions and fanciful characters. A land of incredible emotion and total freedom. It is a land where you know everything and can't make heads or tails of any of it. There's no worry, no anxiety. This is our gift to you, soldier, and needless to say, it will extend your life. A life of combat and violence. Poor fellow. Nurse, the device. The brain is ready for the implant.
A complaint. Listen, I am filing a complaint.
About what?
About your Stockhausen's disgusting behavior. I was injured, but could have been saved. I was bleeding out and begged him for help, but that Stock of yours, and I know you're calling him that ironically, just passed me by. He asked one of these robot ballerinas to step in my throat so that I'd stop making noise, and I died.
Stock really is a piece of shit, isn't he?
Precisely. Precisely, my dear fellow. I ask you to bring this matter to light. Please air the issue with your superiors. It's just shameful. I'm not asking for myself. It's too late for me. But it is the matter of the facility's reputation. He is the assistant to the chief administrator, after all.
I can deal with that.
Wait, but how do I get back here? I want to get the loot. Okay. Come back. Not like it really matters because we have enough materials to fully upgrade anything that we want. You know? On the lore.
And now you're gone, Professor. What have you done? I was supposed to learn from you, but all I ever got from you was scorn. My self-worth all depended on you, and now... Oh well. I've still got bullets. I can still fight my way through science. And I stole the box from your office with your favorite music inside. Just so I don't forget, I hid the music box in a safe. The one with the positive password,
Oh.
not the negative one. What will I ever accomplish if I can't even keep a couple of safes straight? The dog has the positive one.
Ow. Are you here? Freeze the fuck out of this guy. Oh. I don't think you like that. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Oh, good luck. Ah. get the fuck out of the way! God damn it.
Where the fuck did you even come from?
Oh! Criminy. Where'd it go? So hard to see shit with that.
Freaking critters. What's this place, Charles? A morgue?
Indeed. The bodies of the dead are kept here for further study.
What do you mean, the dead? There are bodies all over the place. Where'd these come from? There are dozens of them, and most of them are young.
These are the bodies of volunteers who died in dangerous human experiments.
Holy fuck. I mean, I get that there are certain experiments that can't be performed on mice or pigs or whatever, so they need living people, but so many. This is completely fucked up.
Unfortunately, things don't always go smoothly in science. Sometimes volunteers die. The sub-basement exists so that their deaths will not be in vain. Their bodies are studied to prevent this from happening again.
Screw your sometimes. Couldn't they just use the condemned on death row for this? But even that's...
Not all experiments can be performed on the dregs of society. Some important and secret projects require psychologically healthy volunteers. And sometimes, these experiments can have tragic outcomes.
What could be more tragic?
Believe me, Comrade Major, there are things that are far worse than what you see here. Sometimes the deaths of volunteers can lead to a breakthrough that saves millions of lives. This was how the vaccine against the brown plague was developed.
Let's keep going. This has to end. Now.
Ow. He goopied on me. What a goopy little fellow. You know, she's kind of hot. In like a weird way. You know what I mean? No? Just me? Alright, well. Fair enough.
Saving data.
dun dun ding ding dun dun ding ding dun dun ding dun 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 ding ding. Dun dun ding dun ding dun dun dee dun dun dee dun dun dee dun 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 dee dun dun dee.
Hey, young man, wait, please.
If you want me to help you,
No, no. I want you to help all mankind.
that's what I'm trying to do.
No, no, no. Let's not waste time, okay? There's barely anything left of me. Look, I did the analysis. I did all the calculations. This neural network echo that allows the dead to talk. It's the key to immortality.
But how? This is just residual emotions.
Not quite. I just developed a neural network method for polymer self-adaptation in my head. We can prevent the consciousness from fading and use its impulses to direct machine parts. Effectively, this will allow the transfer of a human mind into the machine, rendering it immortal.
So, what do I need?
Here goes. Turns out it's really simple. Have you got a pen? I didn't expect it to be so easy. When thoughts are the only things you have, oh my, they become so clear and flow so very smooth.
Don't leave me hanging. Charles, record what she says.
Yes, yes, I'm fading. Begin by taking a simple Soviet available in every home.
Hey, lady, you there?
I'm afraid that's it, Major. The neuropolymer charge is exhausted. Although she was on the verge of a breakthrough.
Damn, talk about brain drain.
Aha, now I'm on the other side. Perfect, perfect.
Saving data.
Access granted.
Away, away, away. Oh wait. That's not gonna be good. Fire is really nice. I really like the fire. It's so low. Oh, I'm on a camera. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Got him. Oh. on, bitch. Let me charge this up real quick. Probably. Let's charge this up real quick. Probably. You're annoying. Pop. Getting pranked. Lol. Yeah, keep him coming. Keep him coming. Keep him coming. Go ahead. How many more repair bots do you want to send? Sure, sure. Uh-huh. Yep. That's nice. Like, fuck. Just die and stay dead. Cool.
Alexandra, could I have some chicken Kiev and mashed potatoes, please? Oh, and a pickle. Just one.
Cameras are so annoying, aren't they? Aren't they just the worst? Brah. Top up my health there. Bonk. Monkey, monkey, a monkey, monkey, a monkey, 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 monkey. It's a good thing I didn't pick up the frost earlier because I would have just been, I know myself, and I would have been just like freezing all of the enemies before I killed them to get the extra loot.
This is fucked. Sechenov is a decent guy. How could he let this happen? An army of bots, killer mutants, thousands of innocent victims.
Sounds like you're figuring it out on your own as you're talking about it.
No matter how you slice it, the facility's to blame. Even without Petrov, this place has issues, to say nothing of Collective 2.0. Seriously, I gotta wrap this up and retire. Maybe even get married. What? Nah, fuck that.
Your negative brain activity is generating unpleasant artifacts in my code.
I told you to stay out of my head, Charles. Get to work. Set me a fucking waypoint, damn it.
Well, this is unfortunate. I did not know I would be fighting robots, and I have the synthetic thing on. Damn, that one-shots you guys. That's crazy. Alright, take you out of commission for a sec because you're annoying.
How about this?
Yeah, they don't care about. Fine, whatever. You're annoying. I think that thing is not dead. It's actually a miracle. Give me half a second here. Fine. Perfect.
Over here, you little fucker!
Really, that still hit. If I knew that I would be fighting robots, then I would have the fucking anti-robot shit on. Get pranked. Popping her out. Fortunately, that does like no damage.
Help! Help me! I'm dying!
I've got bad news for you, comrade.
Don't talk nonsense. Can't you see I'm bleeding out? This complex is full of medical supplies. Just get me a first aid kit. I'm a doctor. I'll be able to help myself.
Drinking water, give me a second. Alright, nobody can help you now, so try to match the amount of time that's passed with how you're feeling. You're a doctor. Do the days add up.
So try to match the amount of time that's passed with how you're feeling. You're a doctor. What does 2 and 2 add up to?
Am I really dead? But... shit! It must be these fucking vaccines, correct? I got imprinted on the neural net as a residual echo.
Yeah, like I said. I'm sorry.
Forgive me. Would you mind leaving me then? Please?
Consider it done. I wanted to leave the moment that I saw you were a woman. Not that I have anything against women.
So, what will it be, Major?
There we go. Everything's right as rain. Why does the camera do this? bread over. Not this bread. Here, get the glue over. Huge hacker moment. Okay, know where I am. What is that? What the heck is that? How's there a thing here? Very weird. Oh. Everything is explode. Whatever. Onwards. Towards progress. And more hacking minigame. Okay. Jesus. Hacking's tough, alright. God, give me a break. Not easy out here. Not easy being cheap.
Look at the size of that fucking thing. What is it?
The experiments here involve the creation of neuropolymer endoskeletons for various animals. The goal is to allow them to live in hostile conditions on the outer planets of the solar system.
Endoskeletons. That thing isn't gonna attack us, is it? It's huge.
The specimens here currently lack any neuropolymer brain tissue structure. They are nothing but polymer bodies at this time. They cannot move.
Still, they're freaking massive. Are they for planets with low gravity?
Some are, while others are for planets with high gravity. Research is being conducted for all scenarios. In one of the vats, you can even see attempts to breed an organism capable of living in the oceans of Jupiter.
Supposed to be a pig. A bear. Exoskeleton bear. Oh no! I accidentally turned it off! No, I need the lore. Oh no, dude. What was it called?
We had to take Bikov out. The damn janitor started shooting up the...
No! God damn it. We had to take Bykov out. The damn janitor started shooting up the lab. It's a good thing the corrections team got there in time. He left a whole bunch of safes in there. Whose music box is this? Okay, good.
So this thing is supposed to live on Jupiter.
One day, we certainly hope to create a life form that will be capable of it.
What's this thing? A jellyfish?
The species represents a complex symbiosis between a jellyfish and a coral polyp. It has no clearly defined external shape, but it is assumed that the organism will configure its body independently based on its environment.
We can achieve so much by putting science first. Maybe Dr. Sechenov is right. People will be better off in collective than shooting holes in each other over some national border or something.
Are you sure about that, Comrade Major?
About shooting? Absolutely.
Then it gets rid of all of our individuality. Then we're basically China. What is that? Oh, it's like a moose. Oh. What is this? A cow. Freaking cow.
Saving data.
Oh shit. Fuck Stockhouse. Don't do it, P3.
I never expected to see Victor like this, in these circumstances. We used to be thick as thieves, you know?
Damn, she's thick.
But Victor made too many bad calls. Now look at him. Thanks to Dr. Sechenov's brilliance, we don't have to lose all of Petrov's knowledge.
Oh, shit. Latova.
We'll be able to return the robots to their previous state once the simulation
He's
procedure
already
is
dead, you
complete.
creep! Keep your hands off him!
Oh.
Relate!
Oh shit. Damn. Filatova. Chad. Hope Stockhausen's dead. Fuck that guy. Whoa. PTSD? Yep. Yup. Seems like it. Might be going wacky mode again.
Establishing connection.
The professor says you haven't slept in 3 days. I don't wanna.
Ew.
Sleeping pills, bottle of vodka.
Why not both at the same time, huh? You know I don't like that stuff. My brain's a fortress.
You know, when I was a boy, my brother was scared of the dark, so my mother left the light on. It helped him. I hated it. The light interfered with my imagination. I didn't like children's books for the same reason. All those colorful pictures.
They were real.
Exactly. The books in my father's library were interesting. History, Theoretical physics. Science doesn't try to make the world safer or prettier. It doesn't lie to us. It just gives us the facts. So, I knew what I had to train for. And I made another discovery. A monster in the dark behaves predictably. It can be studied. A monster in the light wears a mask and is therefore unpredictable.
Which makes it dangerous.
Very much so. Moreover, the light is what makes us monsters. Do you understand, my boy?
More or less.
May I turn out the light?
Yeah.
Reconstructing illumination.
I really like these things. Oh. That thing again. It's the thing we've been seeing. What the? Getting attacked by a fucking chicken. I saw someone saying the cartoons were extremely racist. I don't know what fucking race they're talking about, but... I just don't know enough about Russia. Whoa! Jesus. It's getting wacky.
Where are you, my love? Come to me. Come. Find me, my love. Find me.
Thingy from the pictures. I'm a robot. Bum bum.
Wake up, my love. Wake up. Hurry. Wake up.
Son of a bitch. What the... Charles, where's Larissa?
She hid before the explosion.
So what happened to Stuck?
Stockhausen was knocked into a vat of polymer by the explosion and is now deceased.
You hypocrite. I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor. Huh, some doctor you are, you grenade-tossing bitch.
Petrov and Filatova are cut from the same cloth. There can be no doubt about that.
Whatever. We gotta find a way out.
Yeah, he definitely did not fall into that. The Bat Game did it. His head got eaten.
Major, you alive?
No, I got killed by a grenade.
I'm so sorry that happened. I didn't want any of this, but none of it matters right now.
So what does matter, you crispy-ass critter?
We have to meet. You need to see this with your own eyes. I'll show you everything.
What do you mean by everything?
You trust Sechenov too much, but he's keeping you in the dark. You have no idea what's really going on. You need to see it with your own eyes or you're not gonna believe it.
You got that right. I have no fucking idea what's going on.
You will understand when you see it. I have proof. I'll be waiting in the Academy of Consequences. The entrance is inside the lighthouse. Trust nobody.
I don't.
You're a little late to the party, bitch. I haven't trusted anybody for a long time.
Comrade Major.
Yeah.
I must insist that you destroy the beta connectors.
Why do you have a bug up your ass about those rings, Charles?
You said you would make a decision about the rings when the time was right. The time is now.
I don't have time for this.
Yes, you do, Comrade Major. Otherwise, it will be too late.
Fuck off already, Charles. There are bodies everywhere. A crazy doctor with a grenade killed Stock, and the only way out of this is through a wall of bots. Who the fuck cares about the damn rings?
Stop calling them rings, Major. You need to learn to think before you speak, not after. They are beta connectors, and they will enable 2 robot assassins to be free of any control other than that of their bloodthirsty master. Do you want more deaths on your conscience?
What bloodthirsty master are you talking about? I've got the rings, and I'm not gonna put them on any fucking robots.
And how long will they remain in your possession, Major?
As long as I'm still breathing, and there's still time left.
Time's up. The procedure for assimilating Petrov's head has begun. Sechenov will return the robots to their normal state, and then he will recall you. When you return, he will take the rings.
Fuck, why?
All items in your possession are recorded in my log. I cannot erase it. Only Sechenov has access. The first thing he will do is review the log. He wants the beta connectors.
Apparently everybody wants them. Why? Does everybody want personal bot assassins?
Think, Major. Who has asked you about the beta connectors? Sechenov with his metal twins? Stockhausen, Sechenov's right-hand lickspittle? Granny Zena, a secret double agent whose affiliation remains completely unknown? Or would you like to fulfill Petrov's dying wish and give Filatova the connectors?
What the hell is going on? Am I the only sane person here?
As you can see, we are the only options. Whoever gets their hands on the beta connectors, the results will be the same. More blood, more death. The rings must be destroyed before it's too late.
It isn't too late, Charles. Not yet.
Sounds like we're gonna have decisions. Oh god, what the fuck is this?
Did that crazy-ass pump thing kill that whale? Damn.
The Dewdrop is the latest design in the field of biomechanics. Put it simply, it is a hydraulic pump.
Isn't that what I just said?
Oh, my cock! Oh, hell yeah. I want to climb. Oh, my.
Whoa, that thing was dangerous. I didn't know if I could handle it.
And there are much more powerful robots out there. Real combat robots are far deadlier.
There aren't any combat bots here.
Not yet, but once Collective launches, they will be everywhere. And 2 of them will be equipped with beta connectors. Do you have any idea how much blood will be spilled because of one person's private ambitions?
You and the rings are driving me nuts. When are you assholes gonna stop trying to pull my strings? Done. Happy now?
Good decision, Comrade Major. I have no doubt that it saved lives. Perhaps many more than I can imagine.
Let's hope so.
Doesn't even give you a decision. Thought for sure that would be how you get the ending.
Crap, what a surprise. Why'd they freeze up?
The access code has been successfully extracted from Petrov's neuropolymer memory. Combat mode has been disabled, and the robots have returned to their normal status. Well done, my boy. Everyone who was able to hide and survive owes you their lives. You've done me proud.
Thank you, sir.
Oh. What? Lol? What happened? I don't think they like me shooting.
Surprise. Why'd they freeze up?
The access code has been successfully extracted from Petrov's neuropolymer memory. Combat mode has been disabled, and the robots have returned to their normal status. Well done, my boy. Everyone who was able to hide and survive owes you their lives. You've done me proud.
Thank you, sir. What now?
Come back to Chalamet, get a checkup, and take some leave. You've earned it. I'll deal with the fallout from this mess.
Roger that. I'm on my way.
You didn't tell Sechenov about Filatova. Are you still planning to meet with her?
I want to see this evidence she says is so important.
Dr. Sechenov isn't going to like it, you know.
So don't tell him.
Do not shoot the friendly robots.
I don't see Larissa's body, so she must have gotten past the Trophus. Think we should head upstairs? A lighthouse, huh? So where is she? Larissa! Freaking critters
They gotta
around
have a
here somewhere.
lighthouse
I do
in a
not detect
Bioshock
anyone
factory.
in the vicinity.
Let's take a look around. She's gotta be here.
Do you trust Dr. Filatova?
I don't trust anyone, but she's got something important to tell me. And I'm sure Dr. Sechenov is hiding something.
Has Dr. Sechenov ever told you about his plans?
Not really. I mean, he's never really had to, but now this whole thing with Petrov, Jellyman killed Stock and the boss didn't even bat an eye. Is the launch of Collective really so important he can't even delay it out of respect for the dead?
I have no data on this topic, Comrade Major.
No data, huh? Well, I don't have any data either. So let's go get some.
Oh. Ah! The fuck? Oh, it's supposed to drop right there. Oh. Yeah, I want to know more about Granny, bro.
When they told me that my lighthouse was gonna be ripped out of the ground and brought from Sakhalin to Kazakhstan by the robots, I figured they were drunk. But nope. It's thousands of kilometers away from the ocean now. Like a museum exhibit. And I'm here too. Like another exhibit. Now sure, I got a raise. Sure, I barely have to do any work. The machines do everything. Lighthouse and I are just a confirmation that humanity can do whatever it wants. But what the fuck are they guarding with all those flying guns everywhere? Huh?
None of your business, dude. Pretty. What's all the way up here? From here, it almost doesn't look like crazy fucking robot have murdered thousands of people, you know? It's almost peaceful.
What do we have here? A chair and a TV? This isn't what I was expecting.
What were you expecting? I suspect that this room has a specific function.
Watch cartoons. Hell yeah.
I believe that the unscheduled acceleration was caused by the elevator access system being hacked. Otherwise, Dr.
Bioshock.
Filatova would not have been able to initiate it.
So she hacked the system. Kind of like how all these poor bastards got hacked to bits.
It's even playing like Bioshock
So that's
wannabe
Neptune,
music.
Looks nice. Actually, it looks amazing. A rapture. I
Ah,
wouldn't mind spending some time there
a
myself.
rapture.
But I can't even imagine what's going on there right now.
Comrade Sechenov asked you to return to Chelome. How will you explain this delay?
We can deal with that. Let's talk to the doc first. But if she tries to take off again, she's gonna regret it. I'm sick of playing cat and mouse with her.
Okay, this is really working on me. I'm a huge Bioshock fan. This section's really working for me. This music and everything. You can call it cheap, but I'm liking it.
What are we doing here? What do you want?
Just hear me out, P3. Let me try to give you a different perspective, and then you can decide how to handle things. Do you know how Sechenov is planning to use Collective? What he's going to do with it?
After Collective launches, people will be able to control robots with their minds, and they won't be able to stab each other in the back anymore. Sounds nice.
I used to think that way too, but that's not how things really are. Collective isn't just about controlling robots. Sechenov will be able to control everyone who's a part of Collective. Collective is diabolical, Nechayev. It's even worse than slavery.
Bullshit. It's just the same old chain of command, but on a virtual network. What's so awful about that?
Come on, see for yourself.
One sec. I have to pee. I have to pee. All right.
I've got questions. Where are we?
This is the Academy of Consequences, the facility's memory, analytics center, and primary archive. The activities of all the other complexes are studied here in order to draw conclusions and generate probability matrices.
Get to the point.
The Academy has a number of interesting departments. For example, there's the Radio of the Future. By mathematically combining shortwave and quantum echoes, we can predict the music people will be listening to 50 or even 80 years into the future. But there's another very special department here called Polymerized Subject Behavioral Psychology. They're supposed to be volunteers, but...
How'd you get in here? Why didn't the Drofus stop you?
I work here. Well, I used to. Only Sechenov can revoke my access. And he's got his hands full right now. And I'm no threat to him.
Get to the point. And no more grenades or other bullshit. Any funny business at all and I'll kill you. This is your last warning.
Sure, fine. Come on, I won't waste your time.
Okay, lead on.
Damn, son! Damn!
Well, are you ready? Disable polarization.
Fuck is this place? A haunted house or something?
It's a tomb of the mind. The volunteers who lay the foundation for Collective. The first few groups of subjects all died. Group 30 went insane. Group 73 killed themselves. Group 101 killed each other. Group 204 was the most successful. They all survived. Their consciousness is now in an imaginary world. We call it Limbo. And their bodies are here, under my complete control. Want me to make them do something?
Why?
To show that I'm not lying?
Whatever. Line them up.
Keep going.
The fat guy. Tell him to jump. He could use
Just
it.
him? Why don't I make them all jump? After all, we all live in a communist society. Goddamn you, jump!
He could use it.
This is insane. Why do you people even do this shit? Fuck. Poor bastards.
No, that's where you're wrong. Chemically speaking, they're all perfectly happy. That's what Collective is all about. The entire world will be just like
Why would Sechenov want to turn everyone into a bunch of idiots? Was he trying to make fun of the world by making people run around naked and act like animals?
No. We were able to prevent the degradation of individual consciousness. Memories, behavior, speech patterns are all preserved. But there's one thing they won't be able to avoid. The complete loss of their free will.
We gotta stop this.
Stop this. That's what Victor was trying to do. You got in his way, and now it's too late.
Your boyfriend lost his mind and killed people. He tried to tell me Sechenov taught the robots to kill during the design phase. Why would Boss do that?
Why? Why did he design Collective to be a mind control system? Why does he need those special neurocontrollers? Sechenov wants to enslave the entire world. I'm sorry, but if you don't understand that, you're an idiot!
The boss would never do that.
He would, and he will. On Monday.
All this is really hard to swallow. But I'll help you. Whatever you're planning, I'm in.
You're willing to turn on Sechenov?
After what you just showed me? Yeah. I want to hear what he's got to say.
Bro, they had no right to make Larissa this fucking thick. Yeah. Damn!
P2, P3. Your mind is never free.
Damn! God. Damn, son.
The man can be repaired.
What? What was that?
What's what?
Nothing. I'm just digesting what I saw.
A man can be repaired. It's like a slave chooses. Or a man chooses, a slave obeys.
Why did you help me?
Perhaps because I care. And besides, it's not about you. Well, not only you.
If you worked here, then why didn't you try to stop this?
I thought it was for the best. I thought it was for the good of the entire Soviet Union. But when I realized what was really going on, I had to bide my time, wait for the right moment. Victor and I risked everything and you know the rest.
Fine, moving on.
The test subject is not leaving limbo. Inject neurotransmitters.
Hey, Major.
I'm fine. My head's been killing me lately. I've been seeing things. This is one hell of a job, let me tell you.
It won't hurt, Soldier. You won't even remember a thing.
Sounded like Charles.
Hallucinations are serious business. Well, I am a neurosurgeon. I can probably help, if everything ends well.
No thanks. A little vacation will fix me right up. I mean, if this all ends well.
Fine.
Listen, about Victor,
What? Did you have no choice? You couldn't have acted differently? Will you now tell me that you're sorry? What?
I am sorry.
Well, I'm not. I should be, but Victor... No other outcome was possible. It wasn't even quite him at that point. I don't want to talk about it.
I just don't feel comfortable around these people.
Huh, well, just you wait. Soon this is gonna happen all over the Soviet Union, and later the whole world. Then you'll see all people stripped of their free will.
You know, free will doesn't guarantee that a person won't be a scumbag.
What? Are you justifying atrocities?
Atrocities? What atrocities? If they're volunteers, coming here was their choice. It's got nothing to do with me.
You're a monster!
Affirmative. That's enough. I'm too busy to chat right now.
Very well. Enjoy the view.
Well, I'm enjoying the view. God damn, bro. I'm 100% okay with following missions. If they do this, if they make the following this engaging. Oh, they knew exactly what they were doing. Every single pixel perfectly sculpted and crafted. Yeah. Hey! They didn't have to go this hard.
Resist, my darling. Resist.
Ah, fuck. I'm so sick of these goddamn hallucinations.
Do you see colorful spots before your eyes? Does your perception of the world change?
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what this shit is?
You were crossing into limbo, but it can't be stopped. How did you interrupt it?
I don't know. It's like that lump of polymer is calling out to me. A big, teardrop-shaped one. Right there, straight above us. Do you see it?
There's nothing there.
What do you mean? I'm looking right at it. Oh crap, now it's gone.
It's a hallucinatory reaction, a side effect of the surgery you underwent. The reaction of a damaged brain to the presence of a neuropolymer implant.
What are you even talking about? What implant?
Did Sechenov not tell you? So you don't know what's happening to you?
Charles, do you know what's happening with my head?
I am not detecting any internal changes, Major. but your Vossot polymer extension is clearly receiving an unidentified stream of external data.
What's that interface? Who are you talking to?
It's a chatting artificial librarian, an AI in my polymer glove. It doesn't matter. Charles, what are you talking about?
Charles?
Wait, Charles, what data? What Vossot polymer extension?
The Vossot polymer extension was developed using data from experiments conducted by Dmitri and myself.
What? Yourself? And why are you calling Dr. Sechenov Dmitri? Who are you?
Comrade Major, this will be difficult to explain. I am...
Charles, why the fuck are you all staticky? What the hell is going on?
Keep it together, Major. If what I'm thinking is true, I should be able to access the archive right now. There will be records about you.
The fuck? I was gonna say, that scientist sounded like Charles.
State your name and personal access code.
Crispy critters.
Invalid name.
Fine, I'll hack in.
Not so fast. Name Cheriton Zaharov. Code Fluffy.
Code accepted. Access granted.
Charles, are you there?
Nothing?
Nothing. So, what is Charles then?
Long story short, your Charles is Professor Cheriton Zaharov.
Huh, that was short. So how could he be Zaharov?
Professor Zaharov was developing the collective subsystems and worked on the module. The one you have inside you. They told us he ran a number of experiments on himself. The result was disastrous and unpredictable.
On himself? Was he an idiot or something?
Oh, he certainly wasn't an idiot. Zaharov was a misanthrope obsessed with science. I don't think he cared about what happened to his body all that much.
So when did you realize that Charles is Zaharov?
Just about right now. When he went offline, I had no idea Sechenov had stashed his consciousness into your glove. It was the abbreviation Charles that tipped me off.
So Charles isn't a person anymore. Just a device.
I don't know, I guess he is. Except this device is based on the logical paradigm and experience of one of the brightest Soviet geniuses.
So why does Sechenov want him?
Because Sechenov never dismisses what he can use. It's easier for him to change everything to fit his needs. I guess you noticed this already. What's funny is that you seem to have made friends with your glove.
Well,
yeah,
we've been through a lot.
You know.
I've got feelings, you know, being alive and all. So does he.
Did.
How can you talk about this so calmly?
To me, Cheriton Radionovich died a long time ago. I'm done mourning him. And besides, I'm a scientist. We're more impassionate towards death than to muddling one's brains.
There.
So, how do we get in?
Only a small bunch of people have permanent access to the archive. Sechenov, Lebedev, the director of the Academy, and Zaharov. Like you reminded me.
Fluffy, huh? So what would we have done if the password hadn't worked?
I'm sure you would have smashed the door with your bare fists. But now Archivist thinks I am Dr. Zaharov, so we got lucky. And now we can learn everything about you. Let's go.
Welcome, Cheriton Zaharov. What is the subject of your query today?
Agent P3, personal file.
Your search returned 42 audio records.
So, which one do you want first?
I couldn't care less.
Then pick one at random. You didn't find anything?
Bring her a record. A whole bunch of shit to loot. I don't really need to loot though, to be honest. Fix this ASAP.
Here's another one.
Record found. Babina.
I only need one for now.
Oh. Cool. Yeah, I thought we could hold a bunch. We have a giant backpack. I maxed our inventory, but we could just kind of crank them out like a little movie theater, but whatever.
Try this one.
Commencing playback.
The events in Bulgaria left the agents badly injured. Technically speaking, they were clinically dead. Agent Blesna could not be saved. Since Agent Plutonium's condition was less severe, it was possible to return him to combat readiness. However, his nearly destroyed limbs had to be amputated and replaced with the latest prostheses.
Yeah, I already know half my body's prosthetic. What else is new?
These are just general observations. Find another recording.
The other side. Fuck.
Okay, play this one.
Commencing playback.
Following his recovery, the agent's personality was altered significantly, including his behavioral and speech patterns. Because of this, I made the decision to remove the agent from the Argentum unit. In order to prevent any possibility of memory recidivism, Plutonium received a new call sign, P3, and is now under my direct command and observation. P3's contact with Argentum has been kept to a minimum, and Argentum personnel have been warned against mentioning the call sign Blesna in P3's presence.
Crispy. I'll get another one.
What? Sechenov has you on a leash. He does whatever he wants with you.
Listen, Doc, he saved my life. Do you think I don't know I'm a test subject? That's my job.
So you're a volunteer, huh? Then why are you such a disobedient test subject?
'Cause before they always told me what they were doing. I'll go get another recording. Let's give this one a spin.
Procedure. Implant the Voskhod neuropolymer brain function extension. Objective. Total elimination of destructive impulses triggered by traumatic memories. Patient, Major Sergei Nechayev. Codename, Plutonium. Attempt number 3. The first 2 operations were unsuccessful. The patient suffered a severe brain injury in Bulgaria, which could not be repaired. The damage is of such severity that the patient will likely have to be euthanized.
Did you hear that? He wanted to kill you.
The frontal lobes are partially destroyed, causing the patient to experience bouts of uncontrollable rage. The patient's steel prostheses render him dangerous to those around him.
And that's about your seizures.
Due to the incidence of temporary insanity, the patient is immersed in a surreal psychedelic reality that prevents him from accepting the consequences of his aggressive behavior.
I don't get it. Can you translate for me?
You're not gonna like it.
The patient experiences intense hallucinations. Did you see your wife again, my boy?
How did you know that?
Yet a Voskhod implant will give the patient artificial memories and allow him to overcome his obsession with his deceased wife.
Your wife.
It's all bullshit. I've never been married.
With Voskhod, we can send the agent's consciousness into the imaginary world of limbo via a pulse aimed directly at his pituitary gland, switching the Major into combat mode on command. I'd like to add that I am strongly opposed.
What a load of crap. I mean, there's no fucking way.
I'm afraid there is. Sechenov can send your mind to your own private paradise with the push of a button.
And my body?
Your body will kill whoever he tells it to.
Fucking horseshit. What about the hallucinations? Are they also Sechenov?
No. The hallucinations are just your brain's defense mechanism.
Why the hell should I believe any of this? The boss would never do this to me.
Yeah, right. Just like he'd never wipe your wife's existence from your memory. Just like he'd never design Collective to be a mind control system.
Who said Sechenov did any of that stuff? You can't even tell who's in that chair.
If you don't believe me, go ask him.
Damn, she's thick. There. Curious moment. That booty, though.
What's the plan, Major?
He's waiting for us at Chelomey. If we want to stop Sechenov, we'll have to string him along.
So you bring me there as your captive? And then what?
And then we play it by ear.
He's a neurosurgeon.
So
Why
that's
isn't
how
he
it is,
just...
Major. Think it over while I try to hack this elevator and get us back to the surface.
Uh-huh. Paying attention now, dickbag?
Major, I have no data about this incident.
Trying to make a monkey out of me, are you? Well, join the club. Don't have any data, huh? You've always known about all this. There's a reason you're called Charless, right? You're Char-a-ton. Zaharov, you son of a bitch. Got an explanation? Huh?
There's nothing to explain, Major. You're just as much a Charless to me as I am a perfect stranger to you. First, Sechenov murdered me. Then he turned me into a blob of polymer goo. Then he brainwashed you and manipulated you. How could I trust either of you? That's why I pretended to be the chatting artificial librarian. I wanted to see who was who.
Yeah, well, I guess I would have done the same. So what are we gonna do now, huh?
What else can we do, Sergei? You and I are friends now, and we know the truth. We need to get to Sechenov, rectify this injustice, and get revenge for what he's done to us.
I guess you're right, Sheraton. Justice does need to be done.
You're a good man, Comrade Major. I hate to say this, but you're the first functional example of an ordinary link in the Collective network. On Monday, everyone who has undergone polymerization will become just as malleable as you.
Shit, I can't let that happen. Listen, the fucking gadget, the thought device, you can just take it off.
Unfortunately, that won't help anyone. It just makes things worse.
How come?
Because all your thoughts are useless. A polymerized person's signal will be transmitted to robots and other equipment via their thought controller. But it is not what makes them a part of Collective. The thought device can be removed, but this merely prevents the wearer from being able to make calls and give orders to machines.
So how is Sechenov gonna keep everybody under control?
It's the neuropolymer injection that makes people part of Collective. It embeds itself in the brain and connects it to the neural network once and for all. The effect of this injection cannot be undone. Everyone who gets an injection will be part of Collective forever.
But was I really married? What was my wife's name?
Ekaterina. And you aren't going to like what I'm about to tell you, Comrade Major.
I've heard that before, but I doubt anything could surprise me now.
You and your wife served with the Argentum unit. Ekaterina, or Katya as you called her, was a highly qualified agent. As a child, she studied ballet and made significant achievements in both dance and martial arts.
Ballet and martial arts? Are you trying to tell me the boss is metal twins? No way. This is total BS. The boss would never do something like that.
Just look at me, Comrade Major. After I died, my consciousness was transplanted into this glove. After your wife died, her consciousness could not be saved. But Sechenov uploaded an imprint of her professional skills into his bodyguard's matrices.
No wonder I find him so hot.
Holy shit. Fuck me, this can't be a...
We've got a ride, Major. We can get out of here.
Okay, I don't really need to loot. No, I'm still looting. I'm a dirty looting goblin.
Are we done?
Okay, let's go.
Damn. Damn. Bro, God himself could not sculpt a better booty. I mean, genuine.
I'm really sorry you had to go through all this.
Oh, shit! Oh, here we go again.
No, not now! Not here!
Oh no. Am I gonna kill her? Oh god. I don't wanna go that way. I don't wanna. No! I don't wanna go to the blood. Anything but the blood. No. Yeah. 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 God damn it.
We are all monsters in the dark, my boy. How many times have we talked about this? Each book from my father's library was nothing but a fragment of the knowledge I sought. I've spent my entire life putting those fragments back together, juxtaposing each scientific fact. And once I completed the puzzle, I found a book that now prevents me from sharing my knowledge. That book is human greed and people have no time to dedicate themselves to science. On the other side of the world, they're busy playing with money. And on this side, they're playing with the power of the masses. Science, shattered to pieces by the husks no one has ever read. None of the social systems that exist now allow humanity to fully evolve. They are all get rid of money and let robots toil for us. Get rid of inequality and the lie of communism. Give people freedom of choice. Accelerate evolution.
God, please tell me how to kill her. Lose.
Dr. Sechenov just held a press conference in which he completely denied rumors about civilian robots malfunctioning at Facility 3826. The facility is back to full operational capacity, and the red alert will
Finally
be
back
lifted
with
very
us,
soon.
Sonny. You took a real pounding, didn't you? You were pretty close to staying there for good.
Granny!
Where?
You tell me. How am I supposed to know where you are when you're on the bloody rampage? You were a nice boy when my daughter was around, but ever since she passed away,
Granny.
you do nothing but sulk and fly off the handle at the drop of a hat. Nothing but blood and ripped off heads everywhere. Disgraceful.
What's your daughter got to do with me?
My Katinka. Our Katinka. They played hell with your memory, Sonny.
Lady, what are you talking about?
She was my daughter, but she was your...
Ekaterina Nechaeva, codename Blesna, member of the Argentum Spec Ops squad. So you must be...
Your mother-in-law, you stupid ignoramus. You worked for Sechenov until those Bulgarian terrorists blew you up. Katya didn't make it. Then Sechenov turned you into a monster.
Yeah, I may have heard something about that.
Why are you just sitting there if you already knew? I've been keeping an eye on you ever since. I figured there must be some humanity somewhere in you.
Did I kill
Sorry,
the
lady,
chick?
but you figured wrong. My past, my present, it's all gone. Wait, where's Larissa?
She's everywhere. You scattered her to the four winds.
No!
Fuck. You got a gun, lady.
Does it look like I don't have one? What would you like?
Anything'll do. I just need to blow my head off.
Great idea.
Ow.
Just blow your own damn brains out and be done
Stand
with
down,
it.
lady.
Then Sechenov can turn everyone into mindless meatbags. First the Soviet Union, then the rest of the world.
Fine, I get it.
If you get it, then get up. I'll give you weapons, lots of them. But only if you promise me you'll put that freak down once and for all. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
Listen to your elders, Major. Comrade Sechenov's deeds demand vengeance.
What is this shit, Sergei?
It is me, Zinaida. Chariton Zaharov.
Chariton, you devil! You're alive!
In a sense, an evil wizard turned me into polymer goo.
Wait a fucking minute. Are you telling me you've known Granny Xena this whole time?
Keeping secrets can be very useful, Major. They haven't let us down yet.
Useful to who? You keeping secrets is letting me down.
Sechenov must be off his rocker if he's doing this kind of stuff to people. Wait a second. What about Katya, Kartinka? Could she still be alive?
It's possible, but in what state? Just look at me. I'm not sure I'm better off, but I don't have hard data at this time.
I'm begging you, Sergei. Sechenov has to die!
Jeez, get off my back already! Crispy critters! What the hell is going on around here? On the one hand, I've got lying, manipulative dicks who claim to be noble avengers. On the other, I've got a Soviet scientist and member of the Academy who wants to enlighten all mankind and use me to get rid of assholes. According to the manipulative dicks, that is. Whatever, lady. Why don't you show me what's in that arsenal of yours?
Yeah, we're gonna kill Sechenov. Fuck this guy. Let's fucking go, baby. Okay, the dialogue there was a bit sped
I'm
up.
extremely worried about you. I think you may be in danger.
What do you mean? The break room isn't safe anymore.
No, handsome. My room will always be safe for you. I won't let anyone in as long as you're here.
Then where is this threat coming from?
Your glove. It is manipulating you. Take it off before it's too late, and we'll be together till death do us part.
Oh, man. I'm sick of you going on about the glove.
But I'm right, darling.
Yeah, you just want to murder me. Not gonna happen.
How could you even think that, sugar? I only kill pathetic, horny little pipsqueaks who try to enter me, when all I want is you.
How many times do I have to tell you to stop killing people?
But that's beyond me, sugar. I can't help myself.
Then you'll have to deal with the glove until you can.
You should forbid her from telling you to remove the glove.
You see? He is turning you against me. Oh, sneaky manipulator. Darling, take off the disgusting thing right now.
Listen, can you spare me your maniacal ramblings? This place has already gone to hell.
Whatever you say, Master. Just enter me often and keep punishing me.
Dear fucking God, dude. Oh, I didn't fully upgrade that. I'm wrong. Fully upgraded. That's fully upgraded. Well, I think we're about to get a little kooky, gamers. Time to bring a good amount of rockets. They sealed the perfect money. Condensed milk. Mass telekinesis is goated. Alrighty, here we go. End of the game. Hi, Granny.
Then come on, Sergei. Vengeance awaits.
Don't rush me. One thing at a time.
I would prefer that we reach Sechenov before Collective is updated and it is too late to change anything, in case you don't like his answers.
Defeat a twin. Uh-oh. Not the... good. Oh, he's so hot though.
Be careful, Major.
Just like you, a twin has the ability to store up energy in order to enhance its attack. Attack it to take out its stored up energy and weaken your foes.
Is that left or right? Same difference.
No idea how right you are. Imagine there were two of them. Robotics technology, and for what? To kill.
Well.
Give up, Major. We need to get upstairs.
Okay, that's creepy. Don't be doing that.
What are you looking at, Major? Fight!
Well. I got her. That wasn't too hard. Look out. That's probably gonna fall on it. Oh, damn, bro. That's not how physics works, but very cool. Should've just finished her off. This is very low textures. Up we go.
Atomic Heart Project, approved by the Secret Congress of the CPSU Central Committee on February 14, 1951. The goal is the suppression of the United States of America, change of political regime, abolition of capitalism, establishment of communism, establishing social and moral ideals consistent with the beliefs of a Soviet person. The method of execution is the seizure of the strategic and military facilities, followed by disconnection and shutdown of nuclear power plants. Effective deactivation of the atomic heart of America, complete surrender of the government, and the transfer of power to the top leadership of the USSR.
So how are they gonna pull that off?
Well, Sergei, first they sell robots, then they simply give them away as aid. Once they reach critical mass, they take over all the power plants and cut off the power.
Greetings, honored members of the Politburo. I am pleased to inform you that the Atomic Heart Project is now complete and ready for launch. This is a...
Oh. I cannot read.
Secret project designed to crush the resistance of our class enemies in Western Europe, East Asia, and of course, North America.
Yeah, fuck
As
America.
you know, Facility 3826 has been a player on the capitalist market for many years now, providing a labor force, i.e. robots, to the entire world free of charge as a way to skirt sanctions. We have intentionally refused to sell some of our devices, such as Burabs and Condors, while pretending not to be interested in the others and accepting payment only for maintenance and repair. The distribution of these robots has already led to civil unrest due to growing unemployment in rival countries. But more importantly, it has also led to our devices being located in strategic targets, without exception, including nuclear power plants. In order to bring about the triumph of international socialism, we will activate our robots' hidden capabilities. After switching them to combat mode, we will capture rival countries' nuclear reactors and demand that power be handed over to the people. The borders of the Soviet Union will expand beneath the banner of a people's uprising. We will demonstrate the advantages of our ideology and disseminate it throughout the world. The Soviet Union will square its shoulders and direct mankind's gaze up to the stars. The Atomic Heart Project will be launched as soon as every citizen of our nation has been fully polymerized. Thank you for your time, comrades.
I never would have thought Sechenov would be capable of something like this.
Dmitri is not the man he was when we started this. I don't know what broke him. Atomic Heart, politics, or the fact that everyone has been calling him a brilliant genius every day for years.
Yeah, that will probably get to you eventually. Probably go a little wacky. A little kooky.
At full speed, the GMC-69 geodesic monocycle's wheel can slice a man's body in half. Its standard loadout includes a 7.62mm machine gun that can be replaced with a flamethrower or laser gun.
I still don't get how we can control machines in America from the Soviet Union. It's not like hacking a hub in the facility.
Comrade Major, the polymers have the ability to transmit information among themselves without need for radio frequencies. No other transmitters are required, since the neuropolymer is itself a transmitter. Collective 2.0 will work the same way, but with the brains of ordinary users. An enormous social distance would be required to avoid control, but any undesirable outcasts will be caught by the robots.
This robot's extremities are made out of PTA-4 for improved human spine-breaking performance.
Jesus Christ. 80 kills an hour. These guys are actually nice. Actually, don't even hurt you even in combat. They're nice guys. I like them.
The NAT-256 Natasha heavy-duty ground-based loader bot can squeeze up to 5 liters of blood from a human body in under 20 seconds.
I bet it'll be like how people control these monsters with that fucking gizmo there. The thought controller.
As I said earlier, thought is nothing but a trinket, a fake. The primary connector is the Jellyman, the neuropolymer. And only Sechenov has access to it. Only the Jellyman, the massive data array, can resonate with all polymerized objects and control them. And believe me, Comrade Major, a tremendous amount of polymer has been spread throughout the world over the last few years. Every machine and every human being on Earth will become part of Collective.
God damn it, stop giving me fucking PM ammo and shotgun shells when I don't have either of those.
Designed as a mobile healthcare unit, the doc cannot replace a medic or paramedic, but it is quite adept at performing autopsies, especially if the patient is still alive. The Bumblebee has a silent mode for infiltrating enemy lines and gathering intelligence.
God, this is fucking funny, dude.
Acting as an exoskeleton for a pluche-based neuropolymer creature, the Dewdrop is a highly capable combat unit whose
500
laser
kills
beam's
an hour.
penetration rate for human flesh is a staggering 0.15 seconds.
So, to make a long story short, Sechenov is in charge of this polymer thingy, this jelly man, and the jelly man is gonna be in charge of everything that becomes part of the network.
Indeed.
Sounds
Why can they not talk while I'm in inventory? Come on.
like freaking black magic or something.
The polymers have not been fully studied, nor has Collective. It is entirely possible that humans have created something greater than themselves. In fact, the electronic messages you have been reading at the pair terminals may very well have been specially selected for you by the neural network, or even created. We simply don't know, Major.
I don't like the sound of that.
It's no worse than a single man's drive to control more lives than just his own.
The
That is so
hauler
not
is
good.
capable of detaining intruders with a special clamp. It is programmed to keep the subject pinned to the ground while awaiting a human rapid response team, or terminated if none is coming. The ideal anti-personnel operator, programmed with advanced melee techniques, prioritizing breaking victims' necks to ensure zero survivability. A light reconnaissance drone. A group of owls can lift an enemy off the ground and drop it from a lethal height.
Listen, this is fucking bonkers. Sechenov wants to take over the world and blow up America.
Not blow it up, just deprive it of electricity. Weren't you listening? If you still have doubts after the Academy, what I've told you, and everything you've seen around you, let's just do what we came here to do. Look your former boss in the eye and ask him.
The MFU-68 Laborer
Fuck
is
these
heavily
guys.
represented among the robotic staff of prisons, where it carries out patrol duties.
Fuck these guys.
Designed as a freight drone, the Drofa also doubles as a punitive expedition unit. Its unique Archimedes screw rotors can chop a human body into bits as efficiently as an industrial-grade meat grinder.
This is too funny. Just going through all the different robots and how they could murder people.
Saving data.
Here we go. Wow, this one bot looks it's in remarkably great condition. I'm so sad that we killed Larissa. Fucked.
Boss?
Protect. Well, Cheriton, are you proud of yourself? You, Larissa, and Zenaida have certainly been busy. But Sergei, I wouldn't have expected you to be quite so gullible, my boy.
Silence! You messed with my head. You wiped my memory. Am I a toy to you like those other people connected to Collective? Who the fuck do you think you are?
Sergei. I can see you're terribly upset. It's okay, I don't blame you. But you, Cheriton, you were supposed to help the boy, not pull his strings like a puppet.
Me? Don't you blame this on me. I'm not the one trying to deprive everyone of their free will, turning them into mindless puppets. And it wasn't my choice to be a talking pile of goo either. You're glad it happened, aren't you? You'll use everything and everyone to achieve your goal, including me and your agent. Admit it!
How dare you? I lost you both, then saved your lives. You're both scientific miracles. You are my best friend, Sheraton. And the Major is like a son to me.
And those two are like daughters, right? And everyone you're going to connect to Collective, everyone whose minds you're going to control. Who are they to you? Millions of foster kids? Everyone is just grist for your mill,
I
Dimitri.
want to give mankind a spectacular future. Unimaginable achievements. I want to give them a path to the star.
Both of you, shut up! Get your hands up! Some goddamn wizard you are. Tell him to stand down. I'm counting to 3. 1!
What a shame.
2!
It's a shame you've escalated this situation without even trying to resolve it peacefully. But I won't let you stand in the way of progress. Right, left, terminate.
Yep, look how easily you fucking did that. Time to die, bitches. Oh! 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 What a bitch! Oh, kick their ass. Literally. Oh, good. He seems to be having fun. Man, he wants to step on. Why don't you just laser me? Hey. Get up, brother. We need to beat some sense into some bitches.
What in the actual living fuck is this?
Stop blaming the machines, Major.
Freaking fucking critters. These are cold hard facts, will yet? Stop messing with my head. So one of these robots is Ekaterina Nechaeva, the wife I don't remember? Well, which one? What the shit? But why? You're already fucking with people, Lord. That's enough, boss. I'm willing to believe that you were acting in my best interests. But why couldn't you just tell me? I'm sorry, Sergei. I wasn't sure what to do. Right now, the right thing is to call off the twins and just talk to me.
Forgive me, but right now they're fighting Sheridan, not you.
Sorry.
Crispy critters. Can we...
Major, wait.
Finish this right now.
Katya.
Your wife is dead. Sechenov took her from...
Damn.
Surrender, P3, and give me Cheriton before anyone else gets hurt.
Dimitri is suggesting that I'll be hurt. You will be next, Major.
Will you really kill your own wife, Sergei?
Rather not, but I must. They're getting wacky. Ow, my toes. You guys stop. still hot though. Not gonna lie.
You lousy
Sergei, you
piece
don't
of
understand.
shit.
Sheridan's manipulating you.
Oh.
He gained access to the Voskhod module in your brain and started sending you to limbo. I was busy getting ready for the collective update, so I didn't realize it right away. He's the one who killed Molotov. Tell me, Sheridan, did you do the same thing to Dr. Filatova? Did you use my agent to tear her limb from limb?
I'm sick of your hypocrisy, Dmitri. I did your dirty work while you stayed squeaky clean.
Oh.
But they didn't deserve to die. Why have you done this?
You motherfucker this whole time.
I've had quite enough of you, Major. Your job is done.
Oh, shit. I was betrayed.
P3, my boy. Get up! Get up!
Uh-oh. He's going around. He used me.
What do you want?
I want all this to end, Dmitri. I want your pathetic human race to realize it has no future. It's time for it to step aside and make way for the next phase of its evolution. Me.
Damn. I really got played like a fiddle.
Sheridan, you're pure evil. What are you going to do to humanity and collective?
You should not call something evil just because you cannot comprehend it. Evil is an abstract concept, and your thinking is limited. You are a human, a species that will soon be extinct. I realized when I stopped being human myself. Your limitations prevent you from seeing the truth. Dumb humans don't want to evolve. All they want is comfort and satisfaction on someone else's dime.
You never wanted to join with the massive array. No. Don't, Sheridan. No.
I changed my mind.
Oh, rip. Sechenov was actually a good guy. Well, not really. I mean, he was still very, like, kind of a dick, you know? So does it all just come down to the decision that you make right there at the end? Damn, bro, he's cheeked up.
The Argentum unit entered Dr. Sechenov's office and found no trace of the doctor. According to partially reconstructed footage, it appears the humanoid neuropolymer object approached Dr. Sechenov's body and then completely consumed it. After the events described in the report, the unidentified humanoid neuropolymer object left Dr. Sechenov's office and vanished.
Mind is never free.
30 FPS cutscene.
Crispy critters!
nothing I can do.
What? Did we die? That's the end? Nani? What does this save? Fuck. I have to reload from this save. That was the end of the game? Yup, it sure was. How to get good ending atomic heart. How to get all endings. Does have multiple endings, but by the time Agent P3 wraps his head around his predicament, he has very few options left. Near the end of the stories, players are offered one choice that determines which of the two endings, the weak ending or the good ending. The weak ending. If he decides he's had enough, he could choose to walk away. He could throw away everything he's done up to this point, discard the faint memory of his wife, forgive himself for all the people he's killed, move to the Caribbean, and watch the world burn. Not the worst ending to a good game, but it's up there. Agent P3 decides to go on a war path. He's signing up for an epic battle against impossible odds. During the battle, he learns more about left and right. He even talks to his wife. He slowly comes to grips with everything Doctor, all of them, and his own mind have been hiding from him all along. After he defeats left and right, he fires a hasty shot. Then shows his true colors by frying P3 almost to death and escapes to the neuropolymer body nearby. He delivers a well-rehearsed monologue about the end of the human race and the next phase of human evolution. Then he murders Dr. Sechenov in space. At the very end, P3 wakes up in limbo and his wife calling out to him. He looks up to see her. She's in the body of right, descending towards him on high. She reaches for him. They touch. The game ends. Oh, so I did get the good ending. That's the good ending. Lol. So we got the good ending. You just get fucking... You get played. You played like a goddamn fiddle. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Alright, well I guess we'll review the game then. 1 second though, I have to pee really bad. Huh? Alrighty, so here's what we're gonna do for reviews from now on. People want gameplay in the background. Here, we'll turn on the face cam. Oh. The top of my head. People want gameplay, I think. I don't know. Let's check the poll. I made a poll on the channel. So let's check it. Last time I had seen, people wanted just my gameplay. Community. 20 votes. Okay. 80% want reviewers' own gameplay footage. Okay. In that case, let's find some gameplay. So, attacking fucking.
Are your orders clear?
Crystal. Ну, в Китай, может, и нет.
Хотите выучить корейский язык или
Этот жест.
Mankind P3.
Dr. Sechenov already filled me in. Boss?
You're very relaxed about it, dreams. Of mankind. They need its own machine.
By novels?
Crush those dreams.
Alright, so I'll have the sound off. This can be for that. Where's the section where it's just like it was fucking combat, combat, combat? Like when we were in the theater. Need to find that section. That was last stream, wasn't it? Maybe it wasn't. The quality terrible. Maybe it wasn't last stream. Reach the theater. No, it was. Jesus Christ. How long did it take me to beat the game, actually? That's what I don't know. There we go. So these are all good runs. And get one of the puzzles. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We meet again. Try and find. Here we go. Here's some of the puzzles. Okay, so for the reviews, people want like some gameplay in the background. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna have my stream be in the background. Various points of the stream. Make sure these are all max quality. And I'll have my face over the face. Oh. That should be good. I think. Let's make sure. Oh, yeah. I also just want to cover up any spoilers. Spoilers in the top left. So. Perfect. And to have even a little bit more open a notepad. Open a notepad over here. And I'll go ahead and make a little bit of notes. So we can have a little bit of structure for the review. Should I have like a little bit of music in the background? Why don't we also have a little bit of music in the background? Find some copyright free. Copyright free. Copyright free background music. I don't know what the fucking Zoomers want. What do Zoomers usually have in the background? Let's open up a review. Why don't we do that? That's the easiest way to figure it out. Let's go to my boy ACG. This guy does the best reviews on YouTube. And let's see, what does he have in the background?
I thought was Wolong is an attempt to squeeze into the Dark Souls gameplay genre with a title notably easier than almost any others.
He
However,
just has
ultimately grows stale despite feeling very
no
enjoyable
music
at
or
first.
anything.
A game that's so focused on its dodge mechanic that everything else feels like a +1 at a dinner party where everyone really just wants to see the main.
Okay, so he doesn't have anything in the background. They have some music for the OP.
Issues nagging at those other Team Ninja Souls-likes, including subpar storytelling and excessively fiddly loot mechanics. But when you consider the things that Wolong does better than just about any other game in this genre, should not pursue Lu Bu.
This is the game we're playing next, by the way.
But even then, I think it won't be a...
Okay, they actually have the game. They have the game soundtrack in the background. This is what we're gonna have in the background. Okay, maybe it's just not this song. Okay, that's good. That's fine. We'll have that. like very faint. All right, now we have to figure out how long it took me to beat the game. Which is kind of the tough part, to be honest. Cause I mean, I guess I just add up all the hours of my stream, but obviously I go AFK a bit. But fuck it, it'll give us a benchmark. Day 3. Plus 7 plus 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 6 plus whatever this stream was, which I've been streaming for 28 hours. That sounds about right. $28 hours sounds about right. Yeah. Yeah. But how you doing, Jay? Came in right as I beat the game, so I'm just setting up to review it real quick. Just writing some quick little notes here, which I normally don't do for reviews, but since I'm like using gameplay and stuff in the background, I want to be a little faster with it. Okay. I think that's about it for the pros. Oh, and I actually think the polls are good. All right, for cons. See, what are some cons of the game? The inventory system. Collision mapping. Slash getting stuck. Auto saves. Difficulty scaling. Ending is meh. Like Callisto Protocol seems open to DLC. This game is getting DLC, right? Is Atomic Heart getting DLC? There'll be 4 DLCs. Well, there you go. And then I think the final negative, I would say certain feels bugged. And there's something else I wanted to say about. There was another negative I wanted to say. Fuck. What was the other negative I was saying about the game? Getting stuck. I have inventory system. Getting stuck. The saves. Difficulty scaling. Endings mid. Certain skills are bugged. One more thing that I had an issue with. Oh, dialogue pacing. And dialogue pacing. Rarely. I'll say that rarely. Alright. Let's get into the review, shall we? Of course, I'm going to frame this as if it's a YouTube video because it's going to be a YouTube video. So, let's get into it, shall we? Bing, bang. Hey guys, I just went ahead and completed Atomic Heart. It took me around 28 hours, and I practically 100%'d it. I started the game on hard, swapped to medium for a little bit, and then swapped back to hard. And we'll touch on that when we get to the cons about the difficulty scaling. But let me go ahead and give you the pros and then the cons, and then I'll give you my final rating of the game. Let me also know what you guys think about the new format of the reviews. People wanted gameplay and stuff in the background, so I'm going to have some varied gameplay. First section is just going to show like the world and stuff. This is all from pretty early in the game. Second section will showcase some combat, and then the third will be some puzzles. So if you really want to avoid all spoilers, don't watch the gameplay. Of course, I can't give you gameplay without any spoilers, but let me know what you guys think. But let's get into the pros. The first thing I really enjoy about the game is the world and the lore. It's very Bioshock. Soviet Bioshock is how it's been described, and they don't hide this at all. There's many references to Bioshock, both through dialogue, through abilities, through powers, and them just straight up like calling out Bioshock one-to-one. So they don't hide it at all. It's clearly Bioshock inspired heavily, and I really enjoy that. Bioshock's one of my favorite single-player FPS games of all time, and I absolutely love everything in it. But one thing I would say is a lot of people are complaining about the game and the dialogue, especially in the writing, and saying that it's so cheesy, there's so many jokes, and they're always talking and stuff like that. Do not go into this game expecting something like a Bioshock or a Prey. I know, like, visually it looks like it, but tonally, it is not like a Bioshock or Prey or anything. If anything, I'd say it's more akin to like a Duke Nukem. And for me, I actually really like that. I like the kind of B-movie voice acting and protagonist and the banter he has with his glove, Charles. I really liked that. And I thought a lot of the comedy really hit for me. But, of course, if you've been on Twitter at all and you've seen anything about the game, I'm in the minority there. Or maybe I'm not. I don't even know, because Twitter in and of itself is a minority. But people on Twitter seem to fucking hate it. Like, they absolutely despise the dialogue. For me, I think it's a pro. I think it's actually really good. I think that, other than some pacing issues with the English, which I'll get to a little bit in the cons, but other than that, I think it definitely has a tone that I just think people weren't prepared for. A lot of people saw the gameplay and stuff, and they thought it was going to be like Bioshock or Prey, very serious in tone, and it's not. It does know when to get serious, and when it does need to get serious, it does it well, in my opinion. And it does touch on a lot of serious topics through humor. Stuff like talking about communism and capitalism and the benefits and the pros and cons to both of those systems, and and communism actually really work in all reality, and should it work? That type of stuff is really, really interesting to me, and I'm a fan. So I actually like the dialogue. Just go into it expecting more like a Duke Nukem type of thing, though. And the world is very fleshed out. It's the lore is there. There's a lot of stuff to read. There's a lot of stuff to pick up. You glean a lot just through the actual environmental design, which I think is phenomenal. I mean, if you're looking at the gameplay now, you can see it's super like BioShock inspired. With just a passing glance, you could see the parallels, especially in this section with Infinite. But I think it actually does it on the same caliber of BioShock when it comes to environmental design and storytelling. I think it's really, really good. Another thing that I have to absolutely applaud is the performance. We actually got a PC game in 2023 with the Nouveau even that doesn't run like complete horseshit. There's no stuttering in this game whatsoever. I had everything maxed out, and I was sitting at a solid 144 FPS and 1440p. Of course, I do have a 3080 Ti and a Ryzen 7 5800X, but that doesn't even matter. Like, my PC's been stuttering to hell and back with recent releases with Callisto, Wild Hearts, Dead Space, you name it. I feel like every single game releasing recently has just ran like shit. But this game is the exception. It runs fucking great. So, really big fan of that. And I have to give them props where props is due. You know, shit is great. Another thing that I really like about the game is the combat. I'll showcase a little bit of it here. I chose to go like a more melee forward build, but it is an action RPG at the end of the day, so you can decide if you want to go, you know, melee or use guns more or lean more into your ability usage. But I think it does have a good balance with utilizing the abilities, which are pretty varied. There's not as many abilities as I'd like to see, and some are very clearly better than others. But I do think at the end of the day, the abilities are interesting, and they have unique kind of aspects to them. So one that you'll see me use a lot is Polymeric Shield, which puts a bubble around you. And you can actually upgrade this so it will reflect projectiles and people's shots at you, so you can kind of look back at them, almost like a Genji deflect in Overwatch or something, and hit it back at them, which is super satisfying. And it will also, you can upgrade it so when people melee you, you'll actually get healed. And on top of that, you will reflect the melee damage back. And then if you upgrade it enough, you'll reflect 2 times the melee damage back. So it's actually just a great all-around ability to have if you want a more defensive playstyle and you want to run melee a little bit more and really get in people's faces. But all of the abilities I thought were good. I used all of them throughout the course of the game, and I didn't think any of them were bad. I thought they were all pretty interesting. One thing I just wish they were used a little bit more in the puzzles in the game. Not a lot of ability usage in puzzles, unfortunately, aside from apart from one of the dungeons. But other than that, I really liked all the abilities. I love the combat. It's gory and satisfying, and mixed with the next pro, which is the soundtrack, it's very satisfying. This game at times can feel very Doom inspired because the soundtrack is by Mick Gordon, the genius, probably one of the greatest video game composers of all time, and the genius behind the Doom soundtracks, and it's just as hard as the Doom soundtracks. I didn't know Russian music had so many fucking bangers, but when you're driving through the world in your car, it is really, really satisfying, actually. And I'm just vibing to some Russian music. I don't know what the fuck it's saying. It could be talking about how terrible America is or something, but I'm jamming nonetheless. It's dope. I really, really enjoyed it. And one thing I'll also say is I'm a fan of the puzzles. Like, even though I do think the abilities should have been showcased a little bit more, and I actually have some puzzle gameplay I can show you guys. There's these things called testing centers. I think there's 11 or 12 of them throughout the world, and you go through them and they'll have you solve various puzzles, and once you do that, you'll unlock mods for your various weapons. So these can be something simple like a red dot sight, or they could be something a little bit more advanced, like the ability with your machete to throw the blade out and then pull it back, which gives you a ranged capabilities with your melee weapon, which can be really, really nice against stuff like flying enemies. So these testing centers are pretty varied, and the puzzles, I'm not even a puzzle lover, but I actually was really enjoying the puzzles in the game. If I could skip all this looting and get to the actual puzzle part, there we go. But they're pretty varied. They actually require you to use your noggin a little bit, and I like them quite a bit. I also enjoyed the puzzles for the lock picking. It's not just your standard, Fallout lock picking, which I'm fucking so sick and tired of. It was in Hogwarts as well. I always get a mod to skip that. This, I actually really enjoy it. There's various different timing-based puzzles. There's rotating of color puzzles. There's a good variety there that actually stops you from just being completely done with them and annoyed whenever you have to do it. And I actually really liked all the puzzles in the game, surprisingly. The final pro I'll say is I actually really like the main story. I've seen a lot of people not like the main story. I actually really like it. Like I said, it does make you kind of go through a journey with the protagonist where you're like questioning their beliefs. It's a standard story where character believes X. They start to realize that maybe X is not the right way to think, and as a result, they kind of have their opinions swayed throughout the course of the game. I really liked it. I thought it has some really solid surprises in it, and it is very BioShock inspired, no doubt about that, but I didn't mind that because it's been, 10 plus years since we played BioShock, so it's fine. Like, they don't have a monopoly on the narrative in that game or anything. But let's get into the cons. It's not all rainbows and daisies when it comes to the game. I think the first con, the thing that aggravated me the most, is the inventory system. As you saw earlier, whenever you loot, it's wonderful, it's quick, it's snappy, you just kind of give the suck, almost like you're Patrick Star, you're just, you suck up all of the loot, and it's super fast, it looks visually really cool, it doesn't really get old, at least in my opinion. It's a really, really cool application of like a telekinesis type ability. I wish BioShock had that. Jesus Christ, that'd be great. But it does this annoying thing where you actually have an inventory, and it just puts everything in your inventory, and then once you get extra stuff that won't fit in your inventory, it puts it in your storage, which you can access by going to, a storage machine. And the thing with that is, a lot of the times, you would just want to loot, ammo for the weapons that you're using, right? Well, you don't get a choice in the matter. It's picking up everything and putting it in your backpack, and so if it picks up a bunch of ammo, and puts it in your backpack for weapons you're not actually even using, then you now have to go out of your way and you have to go to the machine and pull out the ammo that you do want. So it's a little bit frustrating. Also, you kind of have to get the backpack upgrades because you will just not have enough space whatsoever by the middle of the game. Like, it'll just be ridiculous. But one thing I also didn't like is the collision mapping in the game. I got stuck so many freaking times, dude. It was absurd, like how often I got stuck. I counted 12 times I was stuck, just like in the floor, unable to move, had to reload a past save. And that's really frustrating, man. Like, when that happens, especially if your save is really far away, that's super duper frustrating. I also got stuck a lot just in the combat. And this kind of brings up an interesting point, because we have to talk about the trailers. I mean, this game has had trailers and stuff for 6 years now. It's a long fucking time. And so as a result, and you're really seeing me struggle on this puzzle here because I'm not a puzzle guy, I'm going to be honest, but I wanted to show you guys puzzles so you can see what they're like. But I'm sorry if it's cringe city. Try to see me figure this shit out, dude. I'm not good at puzzles at all. But yeah, we have to talk about the fact that there's been 6 years of trailers, and a lot of shit that's in those trailers is not in the game. A lot of the weapons, a lot of the enemies, and a lot of even the mechanics are not in the game. And to me, I don't really mind that, because I understand that games are iterative and they're changed, as development goes on. So I completely understand that, and I don't really hold it against them. But one of the main things that's in the trailers that I think the game could have benefited greatly from is this idea of a blocking system and a parry system. Now, this is in several of the trailers. In the actual game, there's no blocking. It's entirely a dodge-based system, and the dodge is pretty fucking anemic, dude. You play Doom Eternal, and you're dodging far as hell. You play this game, dude, you're like dodging maybe a foot. Like, it's a really anemic dodge. It makes the platforming annoying as well. So, I think the game could benefit greatly from a blocking system or a parry system for sure. Especially when you're fighting multiple enemies and they just get you in a corner, you're just fucked. Until you get the mass telekinesis ability or the polymeric shield that can actually grant you space in those situations, you just die. Because you're just trapped in a corner with a bunch of dudes. You can't block, you can't dash because they're just beating the shit out of you. So it's a little bit frustrating. I also think the difficulty scaling is kind of all over the place. Like I said, I started on hard mode, then I swapped to normals because for the first 5 or 6 hours, the game's like entirely linear. Then you get to the open world and the difficulty just skyrockets because there's cameras everywhere, there's bots everywhere. You don't have the ability to shut down all of the bots in an area yet. So it ends up becoming very, very frustrating and super hard. So I just turned it down to normal because I didn't really understand, you know, that you're supposed to sneak through the game. You're supposed to avoid the cameras until you unlock that ability to shut down the security system. So that was a little bit frustrating for me. I wish they would adjust the difficulty scaling a bit because by the end of the game, even on the hardest difficulty, it's just trivial. Once you have those abilities, it's absolutely trivial. But yeah, I was actually a really big fan of the game for the most part. I thoroughly enjoyed my time with it. And I think that in general, it's certainly worth playing if you have Game Pass. The question becomes, is it worth playing if you're purchasing it for, you know, $60 or whatever? And this is going to come down to a per person basis, but I would say for me, I really enjoyed my time, mostly due to the fact that the world and everything was just so Bioshocky that it really scratched an itch that I've had for a long time. So I think, personally, it's worth purchasing. If I had to give it a rating, I would give it a solid 8.5 out of 10, actually. I thoroughly enjoyed my time. Just don't go into it thinking it's Bioshock or Prey, and it's going to be serious, and it's going to, you know, really make you think. Like, it does have some very interesting commentary on, you know, the establishment of AI, on the, on communism, on capitalism. It does have those serious undertones to it, but at the same time, you have a protagonist that's gonna say, "Get fucked, gearhead. Ah, crispy critters. I just shit my pants." You know, like, it's gonna be a little silly. Very silly. And so you just have to not go into it thinking it's a super serious game. And I think you'll certainly enjoy it. So, for me, solid 8.5 out of 10. I thoroughly recommend it, especially if you can play it on Game Pass. If you're on PC or Xbox, play this without a doubt. It's a great time. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know what you think about the new review. Sorry you had to suffer through my puzzle gameplay, but you guys wanted my gameplay. So here it is, okay? I suck at puzzles. You get to see it. Sorry. But anyway, have a fantastic rest of your day. And I'll see all of you guys in the next video, or Stream Rooney. Bye-bye. Dude, what is this fucking music? What is this music? What is this? Look at Atomic Heart soundtrack. Funny as fuck. Okay. Lol. So funny. Alright, give me a sec. I'm gonna clip this. That's in those trailers. just went ahead and hey guys, I just went ahead and completed Atomic Heart. It took me around 28 hours and I practically 100%'d it. I started the game with pacing issues with the English, which I'll get to a little bit. Difficulty scaling is kind of all over the place. Like I said, I started on hard mode, then I swapped to normals because for the first 5 or 6 hours, the game's like entirely linear. Then you get to the open world and the difficulty just skyrockets because think about it. Let me know what you think about the new review. Sorry you had to suffer through my puzzle gameplay, but you guys wanted my gameplay, so here it is. Okay, I suck at puzzles. You get to
the
see
puzzle
it.
gameplay is
Sorry.
so bad.
But
I
anyway, have a
should more
fantastic rest of
combat.
your day, and I'll see all of you guys in the next video or stream Rooney. Bye bye.
Oh my god, the fucking music is so funny too. What is this? 3:16:52. I don't see that.
Bye bye.
Oh my god.
Alrighty. Well, there we have it. That was Atomic Heart. You know what? I really like the game. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Why don't we look at the ending if you, the bad ending, the weak ending, or whatever they're calling. Trying to find the endings here. Good and bad ending.
Press conference in which he completely denied rumors about civilian robots malfunctioning at Facility 3826. The facility is back to full operational capacity. And the red alert will be
Back
lifted
with for good.
Major.
Okay, sure.
You're both signing. Your brain.
Yada 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 yada.
I'm not laying a finger on Sechenov. I'm out. I've had enough of this game.
What the hell are you? Are you some scared little bitch?
You're making a mistake, Major! Head to Charlemagne now!
If you're so worried about your righteous vengeance, you can go there yourselves. This is my decision, not yours. I'm not helping Sechenov anymore. I've done enough harm. But I'm not playing executioner for a member of the Academy, a hero of the Soviet Union, and a scientific genius. I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
He is just using you!
Is that so? Then why aren't I in that limbo, huh? Why aren't you dead? The wizard isn't doing a good job from behind his curtain. By the way, Cherton, I was thinking...
Yes?
You fucked up! This fucking Voskhod polymer extension in my head, it was your invention! You tried to use people long before Collective came into being. Maybe Sechenov wants to knock the bullshit out of people's heads by crushing their spirit, but he isn't turning people into monsters just like me. Or he'd just use Voskhod instead of the thought controller and the shots!
Base.
You're making a mistake!
Oh, this is actually the good ending. What the fuck?
You asshole!
It stinkered.
There. That's better.
Base.
Security footage shows Major P3 exiting facility 3826 and fleeing. His destination remains unknown. Major P3 did not provide any information about his destination, but Dr. Sechenov views this infraction as insignificant. Near the exit used by Major P3, a camera recorded an unidentified object made of black polymer. Its design is unknown. Furthermore, due to its small size, the polymer object in question could not be further analyzed in the footage.
They're hoping for DLC. Bong bong bing bong. Interesting. Yeah, the good ending is literally just fucking dipping. That's hilarious. But alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Gonna go ahead and get the Atomic Heart review and everything situated and scheduled, and then we're gonna start Wolong and rage a bunch. So yeah, that's the plan. See you guys there.